Here we are, people. Amiga Heaven, and this is a big one. Today we are looking at Monkey Island 2. Now we do have the option of easy or normal, and we're not going to play easy. Here we go. And yes, we are starting hanging in a pit, holding a chest. Well, Guybrush Threepwood. You do turn up in the strangest places. Hi, Elaine. Do you think you could help me out? How did you get into this mess? And then he's going to tell you the story of how we got into this mess. Now this, for me, is probably the best graphic adventure game ever. It's joint for me with Beneath a Steel Sky, because I couldn't really tell those two apart, if I'm being honest. I do love both those games. And really, there were 3 Amiga games that I think I spent the most time in my childhood playing, and this is one of them. Beneath a Steel Sky is the other, is another. Beneath a Steel Sky is another. And the third is coming up next week. There he is, the legend that is Ron Gilbert. So now, for those who obviously haven't seen any of these, I have already played The Secret of Monkey Island. And within that game, you are a wannabe pirate. And just as you're about to become a fully fledged pirate, Elaine, the person who is the love of your life, even though you've just met her, is kidnapped by a ghost pirate. You manage to save her and destroy the ghost. You save the day, and all is well. We are now deep in the Caribbean, on Scab Island. Now, there are a few wordy moments in this, so I'm going to try and paraphrase what they're saying rather than just repeat everything, because a lot of it is too much, I think. But only because I know it, and because I used to skip it, because I didn't need to read it over and over again. In here, he's just telling them that he's over-exaggerated story from the first game, and that he's here looking for a brand new treasure, although the treasure isn't on this island. Now, similar to the first one, they have done a special edition of this game, which has got upgraded graphics and voiceovers. But I am playing the Amiga version of this for Amiga Heaven. When I've finished the current run that I'm doing on point and click play, there is a chance I will leap to the rest of this game using the special edition. So keep an eye out for that. There we go. Doopy doopy doo. Those guys won't know a good story if I paid $50 for it. If I find Big Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates. If I could only charter a ship and get off this stinking island. Here we go, part 1. The Largo Embargo. Essentially, a pirate has put an embargo on the island and you cannot escape. You cannot leave the island. And we are now at the town. And look at all the treasure and money and jewels. He's been busy. And there's Largo. Where do you think you're going? You ain't from these parts. This here's a toll bridge. Let's have a look. Let's be aggressive. Who's gonna make me shorty? Tough guy, eh? Looks like he's gonna make you. Scream as loud as you want. There's no police. Yeah, here's all the donuts. Yeah, we all be seeing all my money. Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Lago LeGrand. He's even got a little rhyme in. And there you go, all gone. Alright, so I'm going to pick the sign up anyway. Now, I have played this a hell of a lot. But I haven't really played it past the part 3 for a very long time. So I'm going to attempt to do as much as I can while I'm in certain places that I know there are things I need to do, if that makes sense. Try and do things in the right order. And we'll see if we can get past part 1 in this video. Now I'm only in here for one reason. And that's to ask about the woodchuck. How much would a woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood, since a woodchuck can't chuck wood. But if a woodchuck could chuck, and would chuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck? Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood? Yeah, I think this is the last one. A woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, as long as a woodchuck would chuck wood. Yeah, there you go. I love that. As a kid, I loved that. I asked that every time. And now we'll find out exactly what we're supposed to be doing. Yeah, everyone's scared. I'm still unable to create the one thing on this island that would do some good. A voodoo doll. So that is what we need. Now in here is a bunch of stuff that we need, but we can't get it yet. We need it for the second chapter, so we'll just leave that for now. Now before we go in the hatch, we'll go into the cartographers. Hello. Alright, now I'm going to just wait. I'm going to say pick up and then just wait around, because on the table, there it goes. We need that for later. And I'll grab some paper. Now, if we're being honest, I don't know that we actually need the monocle for part 1. I feel like it's at the beginning of part 2, but we'll see. Okay, now let's go in the bar. Now I went and got the paper first before I came in here, because we are going to collect the first part of the voodoo doll ingredients before we even know what we need. Yep, no one ever comes down here because Largo has scared everyone off. I can mix any drink there is, make anything you could name, but I can't make the one thing that could really make a difference. Just in case you didn't speak to anyone else at this point. Here he comes! It's interesting that it's green. Well, get ready for realistic graphics. The most realistic graphics from the 90s. Wow, look at the sheen. And there it goes. Yeah, I mean, I get that he's clearly a bully, but he's tiny. Someone just drop kick him off the end of the pier. Alright, well, let's get what we need. Yes, yuck, I agree. But we got it. That's most important. Okay, now let's go up here. Here we go. Now I wanna pick up the bucket while I'm here. I don't think I can do anything else at the moment. Oh yeah, sorry, is this yours? So yeah, so you might have to take it then. We'll have a talk to the laundry guy as well while we're here. I mean, this whole conversation is useless because you can't hear a word you're saying. But you do need him later. Yeah, he's here and he just can't hear anything at all. Well, at least we found out his name. See, and this is what you need to do later. You need to come and pick up some clothes. It involves the bucket and Largo. I lost it while being keel-hauled. Alright, so yeah, that's the end of that. I feel like I need to use the rat. Oh, well, I know I need to use the rat, but I don't know if I need to use it in this part. Let's have a look. It'll be in the window, so let's see. Yeah, see, I can get the knife while I'm here. But the bit with the monocle and the bit with the rat in here is very much the very end of the chapter, or the very beginning of chapter 2. I can't quite remember. And he fell. Alright, so there's only one more place left to go, so let's pop in here. I don't think I need anything from here yet. But let's have a look. See, that door on the left leads to Largo's room. And the guy behind the counter won't let us go. So we need to pick up the rope. Or do we need to use the knife? Okay, we need to use the knife. Yo. There he goes. Alright, and that gives us access into his room. but I need to do something with the bucket before I do. I'll pick up the cheese squigglies as well. That's for the rat later. And we can leave the town now. Now the maps are better than the first game. There's more kind of like 3D look to them. We've got the swamp, the graveyard, the peninsula, and the beach, the places we haven't been to. We're going to go to the swamp now, because what we're going to do is we're going to actually get the list of stuff that we need to get. Yeah. So we use the bucket with the swamp. Yeah, bucket o' mud. Have you guessed how we're going to use that along with the dry cleaner? Oh, okay. I thought he was going to use the shovel as like a spade. Maybe I can just use it, can I? Okay, I can. I thought I'd use the shovel as a spade, but that's fine, I got it. Here we go. And now we get to meet the voodoo lady again. Okay, now before we go in, there is some string around here. Nothing there. Oh, here we go. Now, it did just flash some ash to life. We'll need that in the next chapter, but we're not going to pick it up now. We're just going to... We only need the string right this minute. Alright, let's go in. Guybrush Threepwood, it's been a long time since you last came to see me. Her house has upgraded quite a bit. And it's funny, you just say how's business to everyone. Very good, many hexes. Saved many people from the evil eye. Yep, Largo took most of her money. He's a weak little man who bullies this whole island around. Most people are afraid of him because he was once LeChuck's right-hand man. True evil can never be destroyed. Yeah, there you go. He also has... But we need to get things from Largo. What kind of ingredients would you need there? Yeah, that's it, you've offered. Here we go, right. Some of the thread, that's his clothing. Some from the head. Oh, I forgot about that one. Some of the body. And some of the dead. For the thread beneath piece of his clothing, that's what we need the mud for. The hair, I forgot about the hair. I needed to go in his room, and I forgot. I should have just gone in there. And something from the dead is what we need the shovel for. Here, take a list. We do. We should have had two. I don't know why we didn't go in the room. I didn't think I needed to go in there yet. But if I'd have gone in there, I'd have seen the toupee and I'd have just picked it up. Okay. So, I love the way she gave us the paper back. Now we can leave. Okay, and we're now going to go into the cemetery because it will just allow us to just get. And welcome everyone to Scab Island Cemetery. I love that there was a disc change to animate the bats. That's cool. But we are here for the piece of the dead. We need to get up on this hill. Oh, we stopped moving, has he? Come on, come up to the graves at the top. There we go. And now we use the shovel. You can read the gravestone and it does tell you who it is. But this is a little cutscene. We got the bone. He has a feeling. Okay, so that's 2 out of 4. Should have been 3. But we just didn't pick up the hair. It is sitting in his room. So we can go back and get that. And whilst we're getting it, we can pick up the thread as well. Okay, now I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this all quick. But I need to be as quick as I can. I mean, I think I can just pick up the hair after he leaves. I'm not sure. Just put the bucket above the door. Oh, no. Okay. So you can't be in his room for too long, otherwise he just appears. He's not happy. He's covered in mud. He's going to have to get that shirt cleaned, I think. No, he's alright. There you go. You can pick up the toupee. And now we have 3. Yeah, he's not happy. He still can't hear. Because he thinks I'm going to have any better. And you see, now you just got to go straight back to his room. Like I said, backwards and forwards. Okay, open the door. Pick up the laundry ticket. And go back. And then we just give him the ticket. And now we can get the final part. And then we can go and build our voodoo doll. Here it comes. That's right. It is a bra. And now we just make our way back to the swamp. Hello, voodoo lady. We have all of them. We have a bone. And then the final ingredient. Don't even question it. A piece of the thread, a drop of fluid, and a chip off the bone. And finally some extra herbs and seasonings. And then we do a little dance. There it is. But this is the caveat. Because they weren't the best items that could have been used, we have to get very close to him. But luckily enough, we know where his room is. Okay, we've got to be quick because he'll kick us straight out. Stab. Take that, you stubby little dim-witted toad. I'm Guybrush Threepwood. You don't always recognise me. That's why I carry this. Stab. Logan Grand, you're a two-bit vicious thug. I got the two-bit in the wrong place. I command you to give back my money and leave this island. Oh, he already spent the money. Okay, then just leave this island. It's like, yeah, what do you think he's doing now? Stab, 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 stab. I'll teach you to mess with a slayer of ghost pirate LeChuck. Yep, we did. It's the first game. You should play it. It's quite fun. Yeah, well, probably a lot of people like to claim it. But do they have one of these? I mean, I remember him blowing up. I've been looking for a piece of LeChuck for years. Now we can bring him back to life. The most fearsome pirate of all time will soon sail the seas again. That is correct. That was a mistake. But we did it! If they have an animated tissue, they can reanimate his whole body. We did not blow his body up, we just destroyed his spirit form. Yep. That's not going to make it any more pleasant to deal with. Yes, he is definitely going to be coming after you. Help me. Oh, that's handy. Nothing I could give you would protect you. But there is a way out. You're doing it right now. Hunt for Big Whoop. It isn't just a treasure, you see. It contains the secret to another world. Find that world and you'll escape LeChuck forever. Take this book. Where'd you get the book? Fat City Library. But we do have to take it back. Later on the library will come in handy, so we do have to take it back. Okay. So with the Largo now being lifted, it's not saying we're into chapter 2 yet, so I'm going to keep going. Let us try and charter ourselves a ship. Now this is the peninsula at the south of the island. Now I think I just have to give the eye thing I've got to the captain here. Here, have this monocle. Yay, there you go. I need to charter a ship again. Yep. Oh, have I got to get the money? Oh, great. Okay. Looks like we're off to the beach. Now, we did see the beach right at the beginning, but you couldn't pick anything up on your way through. It was all just cutscene. And make our way to the rat. We need to pick up the rat. But the rat is constantly running around. What? No, don't use the book. I didn't say the book. Use the stick. With the box. Oh, do I have to just open the box first? Now use the stick. And now I need to use the cheese and the string. Get some cheese string. No. Use the string with the stick. No, it's not working. Or do I have to physically... Is it... Okay. I thought it was just part of the box once you use it. There you go. And now use the cheesy squiggles. Cheesy squigglies. With a box. Otherwise known as quavers for those people that watched Pushover the other day. And now we pull the string. And we have ourselves a rat. Now, we're going to take it on some swimming lessons. And get a poor man fired. Now we just use the captured rat with a vichyssoise. Now, vichyssoise is a cold soup, yes. Just in case people are like, oh no, we're going to cook him. We're not going to cook him. We are just teaching him how to swim in cold soup. And now we need to ask for some of that soup. Hello, Mr. Barkeeper. Lager Legrand has left. All those laxatives in his drink. I do love that. No matter who you speak to, they always believe it was them that got rid of him. I'll have some stew, please. Gourmet chilled soups. Gordy sounds like a hipster before they were even a thing. He's going to taste it. He's going to taste it. Oh my god. What kind of demented recipe book are you using? Bye. I mean, it is a bit unfair. The rat could have got there in any way. I mean, we know that we did it, but... See you later. Look at all the hair. Oh, he still brought me out a bowl. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be eating any of that. I'd like a career in the fast-paced world of food preparation. The most important question, how much does it pay? $4.20, nice. Lovely, now we have enough money. And one of the funniest things about this, the moment you leave, he fires you. But if you leave through the window, what I would often do, quite a few times actually, is you leave through the window and then you just don't come back for quite some time, because once you get your ship, you gain access to a couple more islands and you start doing things on those islands, and when you come back in, the first thing he does is fire you. And I just forgot I even had the job. And here we are. This should now be it. We just have to ask to charter the ship, pay our money, and that should be the end of this Amiga Heaven for this week. Now, like I said, I am in the middle of a game on point and click play on the main series, but there's a chance that I will continue this once I finish that game, and I will use the special edition like I did with the first one. I haven't played this game from beginning to end for a while now, so the last few chapters are going to be somewhat interesting. Just to try and remember exactly what it is I need to do. But there we go, we've charted our ship. Part 2, 4 mad pieces. We got there. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching this. If you want to see what's coming up next week, it's a fantastic game. It's one of my all-time favourites because it's so different. Please check the website and you will see what it is. If you want to watch it now, then please check out my Patreon page. Any help and support is amazing and fantastic. Also, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.